party. Okay, so it has been a while. It's been a while, guys. I took my sabbatical from social media and all these good things. It helps, to just move away from all the pressures and the stresses of life. And so I am back, and I want to, of course, thank each and every one of you for the continued prayers that you have extended on my behalf. And of course, I'm praying for you as well, so it's not a one-way street at all. And just in case you're wondering, the song that was playing in the background, it's entitled it's gonna be We Gonna Be All Right. That's the title, We Gonna Be All Right, by Ty Tribbett. And the song is really encouraging. It's been one of those songs that kind of held it down for me in 2020, and of course I'm definitely bringing it into 2021. And so tonight, I as I ended an interview earlier, I thought it best to just share with you a few pointers in terms of how it is that we're going to be evolving in the year 2021, because I believe 2020 has been a year, 2020 has thrown some curveballs. 2020 has caused many of us to rethink our existence, to rethink, re-strategize how we've been doing things. And it has just been a learning process for, I believe, every single person. And of course, I'm very grateful for that, because it really has caused me to become more intentional about my relationship with God. It has caused me to become more intentional about the purposes that God has on my life. And so I hope it did that for you as well. And so I won't be long with you this evening. And so I want to share real quick that it's time to evolve. And so I'm going to be giving you a few pointers today. Today. So this is going to take a little different spin on things, because as you know, I am also a personal development consultant. I'm also an empowerment specialist. So that's a critical part of what I do, is to empower people and to also guide people, provide persons with guidance in terms of strategies on how they can improve their lives. So that's a critical part of what I do and who I am. And so I'm going to be sharing that side with you tonight. And so there are some points I want to share. And number one is vision. Vision. The Bible speaks to the fact that without vision, the people perish. And it's so crucial that if we don't get a vision for our lives, we'll never know what it is that we will be doing and where it is that we're going, right? If you turn on your GPS, the first question it's going to ask you is, where are you? Right? In order for you to know where you're going, you must locate where you are. And so when you get a vision for your life, you first also have to assess, where are you in the equation? What have you been doing? Right? Because vision without effort, vision or faith without works, is going to get you absolutely nowhere. So you must have faith coupled with the works. And so each and every one of us must have a vision for, our relationships, or money, have a vision for every aspect of our life, our relationship with God. What's your vision? It can't just be because, oh, you want to spend more time with the Lord. Yes, that is good. But you have to make that into what I would call a SMART goal, where it's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and of course it's timely or time bound. And another thing I want for us to look at is that when we have a vision, we must respect the whole notion of time. It's good that we get a vision, but it takes time to be fulfilled. It will take time to manifest. It will take time, of course, to develop and to evolve. All of that, it's a process. You will never expect to plant a seed tomorrow and expect to reap the crop, the harvest the next day. It doesn't work like that. And the Bible speaks about the seed time and the harvest time, that we all have to also treat our lives accordingly, right? That whatever we sow, we will reap. But again, it takes time, right? And the next thing I want to add is our effort. And I spoke a little bit earlier about the things that we're putting in place. What are the plans? Because as they say, a goal without a plan is just a wish, really. And I think too many of us have been wishing. We are kind of well wishers now because we've been wishing for so many years of our lives. Boy, I wish I could get more money. I wish I could do this. I wish I could start the business. I wish I could open the orphanage. I wish I could preach the message. I wish I could start my YouTube channel. I wish. And so many of us have been wishing. We've been wishing, but we have not been manifesting. And I believe that 2021 must be that year of manifestation. But in order for us to manifest, yes, we have the vision. Yes, we understand the concept of time. Yes, we understand that it's important to input our efforts, but it's equally important to have a strategy. A strategy is what helps us to get clear on what it is that we want, but equally finding out how it is that it's actually going to be achieved or how it's actually going to be done. That's a strategy, right? Because if you know that you're going to a cold country, your strategy is that you're gonna stock up and ensure that you have a lot of coats, you have your boots, so you can stay warm during the winter. That's a strategy. A strategy would also know that, okay, I need to hydrate my body more. So what? Your strategy is that you buy more water, but equally so, you monitor yourself in drinking more water. That's a strategy. And so you have to ensure that in this time, you have a strategy for your life in every aspect. It can't be that, oh, I'm going to save more money, and you don't know how much money you're going to be saving per month to get to that particular goal. You need a strategy for your life. And we cannot spiritualize things and we don't have a strategy. Yes, it's good to go to God and ask God to do things, but God will not do for us, people of God, what we can do for ourselves. Right? And so we must get a strategy before God. And the last point I want to leave with you is that we must commit our ways to the Lord. We have many plans, and the Bible speaks to the many plans that men have in their hearts. But guess what? It's the plan of God that will prevail. And so it's important for us to check in with God and find out, Lord, what is your plan for me in 2021? Align me, right? Or if you've moved away, realign me to the plans that you have for my life. Because again, you can have your plans and that's good, but if your plans aren't in alignment with God, you're just gonna be frustrated. And so I want for us to get that vision in this year, to align ourselves to the promises of God, to the will of God for our lives. Because I believe that 2021, it's not just a year of just declaring and decreeing what we want to see, but it's a year of identifying and employing strategies to achieving what God has put on our hearts to achieve, right? Too many of us have been causing procrastination and have been causing, laziness to rob us of the victories that we should be seeing in our lives. Why? Because we have not gotten the vision. We have not put out the effort, right? We don't have the strategies in place, and more so, we have not committed that to the Lord. And so let's not have 2021 be a repeat of 2020, because I believe it's time for us to evolve and move forward. I leave you with this analogy. The last point I want to make is, don't hate the process. Don't hate the process. There's a story of a man who saw a moth trying to come out of a cocoon, right? And of course, a moth, butterfly, they go through the same metamorphosis process. And the moth was trying to get out of the cocoon, or the chrysalis as they would call it. And he felt sorry for the moth. So he cut 2 holes in the sides of the cocoon in a bid to make it easier for the moth to emerge from the cocoon. Well, it so happens that indeed the moth managed to get out of the cocoon. But here's what: the moth was ill-shaped, right? It was disfigured. Why? Its body was bigger than its wings. And he later found out that the struggle that the moth was going through was to help the blood or the fluid in its body to be pushed to its wings. So the struggle to come out of the cocoon, as its body would wiggle its way, it would also be pressing out that fluid to go into its wings so it could fly. And so that moth became disabled. Its body was, of course, bigger than its wings. And naturally, that moth could not fly. Why? Because its wings were not developed. And could it be that we have been running away from the process that God has placed on our lives to evolve and to emerge? We have been running away from the tests and the trials that God have put in our lives to cause us to emerge stronger, bigger, and better. I dare say tonight that the vision that is on your life is bigger than you think. And not only that it's bigger than you think, but it's gonna come with a little pressing. It's gonna come with struggle. And what I want for you to understand is don't run away from the struggle, because when the struggle comes, it's going to cause your muscles to become stronger. It's gonna cause your wings to become larger. It's important that you do not dismiss the struggle. Because when we look at the story of the butterfly could, if he continued to struggle, he would have flown away from the cocoon, but he couldn't, because someone interfered with the process. The process oftentimes is there to build us. The process is there oftentimes to cause us to become and to evolve and to grow and to metamorphosize into who God has created us to be. So thank you guys so much. I want to wish you all a prosperous new year 2021, and just continue to seek after God, continue to do his will, and just know that it's time for you to evolve. But in order for you to evolve, you must have the vision, you must put out the effort, you must have the strategy, you must commit your ways to the Lord, and you must not move away or run away from the struggle. God bless you. God bless you.